I know I can be quite the example of irony. I may be rough around the edges, but I've got a fragile air. Might as well have a sign slapped on my back that says, buyer beware. Handling my heart's a delicate affair, so won't you please take care? So far my romances have all but been Billy, Betty, and Zed, Rummy, Jim. How much can I score before my counterpart cashes in? In love we know that all is fair until somebody goes on a dare. Handling my heart's a delicate affair, so won't you please take care? Now I don't mean to frighten nor my grasp tighten, I only mean to make you know. Should you choose to say forever, live and love together, I will never let you go. So before you embark on this bumpy journey, I want you to consider carefully. Handling my heart's a delicate affair, so won't you please take care? Frighten or my grasp tighten, I only mean to make you know. Should you choose to say forever, live and love together, I will never let you go. So while I don't want you to tread lightly, I urge you to consider carefully. Handling my heart's a delicate affair, so won't you please take care? Oh, such a delicate affair, won't you please take care? Good morning, everybody. This is my first time also streaming to Instagram while I do my Facebook and YouTube stream. What's going on? Great to see you, Joseph, Stacy, thank you, Tammy, great to have you, Matt, Marlene, how are you all doing? Thank you so much for being here. This is awesome. Good morning, Charlotte, how are you? Great to have you back. Jojo, great to have you. Thanks for tuning in. So my name is Lex Land. I'm a songwriter and jazz vocalist living in Austin, Texas, and since 2018 I've been doing this little morning show on Facebook Live called Crooner Coffee Hour. So in the early days I streamed every day, and so each day had a different theme. I did that for about a year and then just went down to Fridays, and I thought that it would be fun to sort of celebrate July. I have like another big thing that I'm doing where I write a bunch of songs all at once basically later in July, so I thought it'd be fun to kind of like amp it up and do a stream like legacy style of Crooner Coffee Hour. I recently started simulcasting this to YouTube as well, and so I thought it'd be fun to add people over on Instagram. So thanks everyone for listening to my spiel. Because we're doing legacy style Crooner Coffee Hour, that means Wednesdays I'm doing all original songs, only original songs. So that last song is a song of mine called Please Take Care. So you'll have to bear with me since I'm working with an extra device. So this is day one of streaming every day for July. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see if I survive. I may or may not. Who knows? As always, those of you on Facebook and YouTube, I do have a list that you can review of songs I know. Again, I'm just doing original songs, so songs from the Lex Land and One Big Dark Room segments of the request list. I'm trying to get this comment pinned in here so that you can easily get to it. And I think there is a way to pin comments on Instagram, but I'm still kind of just getting used to all this, so it might take me a little while to get there. For Instagram, I do have all of my links available over in my bio if you're interested in checking out the request list page, and all the other links. Got some way to get some music from me for free and that kind of stuff. So again, I'm doing all original songs today. This next one's called I Wouldn't Change a Thing. If you happen to know an original song of mine you'd like to hear, I'd love to do something special for you, so please don't be shy. Thanks so much. Pardon me. Other girls might bark and sneer, quite pettily act traits that I think might just make a perfect mate. And others, yeah, might squawk and jeer at what I would debate are qualities that might make a good man great. No need to be of noble blood or of the upper crust. You do all the right stuff to make my heart sing. Rough around the edges, I don't care. I like you just the way you are. I wouldn't change a thing. Otherwise might waste their lives and wait to some big shift in a husband who will never catch a drift. And others, yeah, might spend their time getting all worked up and miffed, while the man just feels as though he's got short shrift. No need to be coy or cute, handle me as you must. I am a bell and I was made to ring. Diamond in the rough, I don't care. I like you just the way you are. I wouldn't change a thing. For you know I never have been one to take the beaten path. I've always had the urge to swim upstream. All I've ever wanted is a love that's built to last, and I'll have that if we bat for the same team. No need to revise, improve, modulate, or adjust. You beat your drum, I'll continue to swing. Think you're not enough, I don't care. I like it just the way you are. I wouldn't change a thing. For you know I never have been one to take the beaten path. I've always had the urge to swim upstream. All I've ever wanted is a love that's built to last, and I'll have that we bat for the same team. No need to revise, improve, modulate, or adjust. You beat your drum, I'll continue to swing. Think you're not enough, I don't care. I like you just the way you are. I wouldn't change a thing. Just the way you are, I wouldn't change a thing. Just the way you are, I wouldn't change. Except perhaps one little caveat. Will you make me your bride one night? 'Cause other than that I wouldn't change you. Other than that I wouldn't dream to change you. Other than that I wouldn't change a thing. Awesome. Thank you so much, Lisa, for the tip jar love, and Brent. I so appreciate it. Thanks so much, y'all. It is great to have you here and be with you on a Wednesday, especially I'm also streaming to Instagram today, so it's kind of a first for me of casting the normal Crooner Coffee Hour over to Instagram, even though we are also live on Facebook and YouTube. That's what's happening right now. My name's Lex, and I do a morning show typically on Fridays, but I thought it would be fun to do a sort of legacy-style Crooner Coffee Hour. In the beginning of Crooner Coffee Hour in 2018, I streamed every day, and so all the days had different themes. So today's Writer Wednesday. I'm playing all original songs for Writer Wednesday. That last one is a song of mine called I Wouldn't Change a Thing. Great to have you, Jonathan, and Dexter. What's going on? Alan, I miss you. How are you? It's great to have you. Kenneth, I also have been missing you, and I'm so happy that you requested a song. We also have a request that came in from Joseph, so I'm going to go ahead and maybe do this one next, since it's a little more upbeat, and then I'll do the other one. Thanks, everybody. This next one is a request from Kenneth over on Facebook, and this one's called On to Something. Always thought love was a pill with a bitter coat, hard enough to swallow, then get stuck in your throat. Oh, 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 oh. When it's all kisses and cuddles, you swear this is the thing. After time goes by, you start to feel it sing. Oh, 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 oh. But monotony never gets the best of you and me. We're in love, and the root of all the buzz. After all, we make quite a team, if I do say so myself. Creme de la creme on the top shelf. You're a saint. saint. If that's true, then I've been saved. If you need me, say it like you mean it, and I'll do the same. If you don't, I can't promise I will abstain. If this is what I think, it's safe to say we're onto something. You hold me in the morning, I could stay there all day, until you remind me that we've got to get paid. Oh, 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 oh. And at night when we debrief on all the work that we did, you hold me by the hand and say you're doing just fine, kid. Oh, 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 oh. What can I say? You're nice to me. We're in love, and the root of all the buzz. After all, we make quite a team, if I do say so myself. Creme de la creme on the top shelf. You're a saint. If that's true, then I've been saved. If you need me, say it like you mean it, and I'll do the same. And if we don't, I can't promise I will abstain. And this is what I think, it's safe to say we're onto something. Even if we never stand the test of time, even if I never end up making you mine, we're doing just fine with what we laid out on the line. Don't me when I say all I do, everything I dream of includes you. And we can't stop building what I've been dreaming of, because we're in love. We're in love, and the root of all the buzz. After all, we make quite a team, if I do say so myself. Creme de la creme on the top shelf. You're a saint. If that's true, then I've been saved. If you need me, say it like you mean it, and I'll do the same. And if you don't, I can't promise I will abstain. If this is what I think, I'd say we're on the brink. It's safe to say we're onto something. All right, that was a song of mine called "Onto Something," requested by Kenneth. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody. What's up, Daniel? How's it going? Thank you, everyone, for being here. Quentin, great to have you. Brian, thank you so much for being here. And yes, it is not Friday, Quentin. I'm doing going back to Legacy-style Crooner Coffee Hour for the month of July, where I'm going to stream every day for the month of July. Thank you, Leilani. It's so nice to have you here. I wasn't sure if we'd get to see you today. And so Writers Wednesday was the day that I did all original songs. So I am still taking requests. If you have an original song of mine you'd like to hear, feel free to submit that. I do have a list of all the songs that that I could do for you. That link is, of course, available in the description on YouTube and Facebook if you're watching there, and in the pinned comment on Facebook. I have those links for Instagram people in my bio if you'd like to check out the request list page. But today I'm just doing originals, so that'll just be the sections that say Lex Land or One Big Dark Room. So thanks everyone for submitting your requests. Cool. I do have two other requests, one from Brian and one from Joseph. They're kind of similar, so I'm going to do this one from Joseph first, and then I'll alternate a little bit and do Brian's request. Thanks everybody. I'm gonna have a sip of my tea here. I realized that coffee makes me kind of crazy, so I'm having to back off the coffee a little bit, but that's okay because I have like become a tea person now, which is sort of funny. I always resisted it. I always felt like there was sort of this stigma about being a tea person, and I am a tea person. Sorry, I know everyone thinks that it's Friday because I'm here, but no, I was just doing something different. Cool. All right, let's see. Next request is from Joseph. This is an original song of mine called Something Good. The flashing lights that sparkle blue and red at night. Never mind if it's for the dozenth time. have faith, I know something good is on the way. I'll make a start despite my lonely broken heart. Even with no one, nothing in my arms, if I keep faith, I know something good is on the way. When I'm down and out, so lost and hopeless, and nothing brings relief, I must endure to find my own best. I can if I believe I can go on, even when everything feels wrong. I seek my right, although the road is long. If I have faith, I know something good is on the way. When I'm down and out, so lost and hopeless, and nothing brings relief, I must endure to find my own best. I can if I believe I'll make a start, despite my lonely broken heart. Even with no one, nothing in my arms, if I have strength, something good is on the way. If I have strength, something good is on the way. Ooh, something good is on the way. All right, thanks. That was a request from Joseph. That's an original song of mine called Something Good. Thank you so much, Joseph, for the tip jar love, and Tammy, so appreciate it. Joanna, it's so great to have you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amy Sue, great to have you. Coco Coquette, great to have you too. So I'm Lex Land, and I'm a songwriter and jazz vocalist living in Austin, Texas. I normally get together with you all via the lives on Friday mornings. I've been actually doing this show called Crooner Coffee Hour since early 2018, and I used to do it every single day. Now I've just, since 2019, I've just been doing it on Fridays. I thought that for the month of July it'd be fun to do it every day like before, and before all the days were themed. So Wednesday is all songs that I wrote. So Writer Wednesday, that's what we're doing today. I am accepting requests if you happen to know an original song of mine. I'm happy to take requests. I'd love to do something special for you. Please let me know that you're watching, where you're watching from, whatever platform you're watching on. I'm also including Instagram for the first time today, which is kind of cool. So thanks, everybody. I do have a way for you to get some music from me for free. I do have a virtual tip jar. You can check out the request list page. That's really easy to find in the description here on YouTube and Facebook. And I do have all those links available in my bio if you're interested. Thanks so much, JoJo, for the tip. Really means a lot. Okay, cool. Let's see. Next request. Spill the tea. Thank you, Quentin. Awesome. Let's see. So my next request is kind of similar to the last one, so I'm going to do something different just for my own sake and just for variety. This is one, I know that Leilani is watching, I know she likes this one. It's called Something. At the terminal F bar, struck up a conversation and never get to know just who you are. Could call you on the subway on a morning where I didn't catch my normal train. Somehow get to talking after you ask me my name. How good really are maybe. I was. How good really can they be when they can't replace? It'll never be without ways forever you and me. Merely expecting just another dead end thing, and you told me you'd love me only. Well, then this could have been so. Live, okay. How good really are maybes in my heads and how I wish I would. How good really can they be if they can't replace? It'll never be without ways forever you and me. If you found me when I was lonely, merely expecting just another dead end thing, and you told me you'd love me only. Well, then this could have been something. This could have been something. This could have been something. That's an original song of mine called Something. I know Leilani likes that one, so I was just preempting her potential request there in order to sort of flip back and forth between some slow tunes. So the next request comes from Brian for a song of mine called Someone New on My Mind from my second album, Where My Sweetheart to Go. Let's see. Thank you, Tammy. Awesome. Yeah, I decided I needed... at least for the foreseeable future, especially if I'm going to be streaming every day. Someone just complimented me on the bangs. They are new. That I was going to need a retro-y haircut that did not require me to do a curl set every day. So so that is that one. Thank you, Brad. Great to have you. Didn't know you were watching. Awesome. Great to have you, Cheryl. How are you doing? Yes, a lot of some things, Kenneth. Joseph asked a question, songwriter question. Do I have songs I don't share with you for whatever personal reasons? Not exactly. I mean, pretty much everything I write, I post to my patrons over at Patreon. I have a lot of older songs that I just haven't reviewed, or I used to not be very good about archiving things, so I have songs that that I just don't play just because I don't really remember them well, or but yeah, for the most part, pretty much everything I don't write as much now, and so everything I write, I feel, most things I write I feel pretty good about, and so I just go ahead and release those particularly to those of you at Patreon. I write a brand new original song every month, typically based on a prompt sourced from my patrons over at patreon.com/Lex Land. That's this link here, and I release it exclusively to them. So one song a month all year long, except for in July or June, I do one song a day for a week. So we're gearing up toward that. That's going to be the third week, I think, of July, and so that's another reason why I'm doing the daily streams, just kind of ramping up to get into the 7 songs for 7 days flow. Make sure everyone knows about it. So that's I hope that answered your question. Thank you. Yay, thank you, Jojo. I appreciate it. Yeah, the daily curl set was really kind kind of a bummer. So, so I needed to come up with something else if I'm going to be having to go live every day. All right, sorry, I got a little bit distracted here. This next request, where did it go? Is from Brian. If those of you on Instagram, or I haven't gotten any requests, I don't think, from you on Instagram, so if you would like to submit a request, I have a list of all the songs that I know in the link in my bio here on Facebook. That's in the pinned comment and then in the description, where you can scope out all the songs. I am just doing original songs today, so you have to look at the Lex Land or the One Big Dark Room sections for those. Okay, cool. Next request comes from Brian. Okay. I probably shouldn't look at the chart. It's going to distract me. Okay. I don't want to call you on the phone no more. Let you read what I wrote down for you no more. Wonder why you don't love me like the way you did before. Because I've got someone new on my mind. I'm not gonna cry for you no more. Lay awake at night wondering where you are no more. Wonder why you don't hold me like the way you did before. Because I've got someone new on my mind. And it's bound to hurt at first, but now I wanna fold someone else's shirts with two different philosophies. Neither of us can be what the other needs. So now we've come down the final wire. We just don't have that same old fight. And honestly, I'm growing quite tired of wasting my time. So you don't have to worry about me no more. Run round in circles inside my brain no more. Nor play your little stupid petty games no more, honey. Because I've got someone new on my mind. And I know it's just the same old page, only turn again at a later date. But it's now or never, and the price is right. Ain't no happy inside. We come down to the final hour. We just don't have that same old fire. And at any rate, I've grown quite tired of wasting my time. Because I ain't gonna sing for you no more, honey. Wonder why you don't come around no more. No love for you when I'm out around town no more, Papa. Because I've got someone new on my mind. Because I've got someone new on my mind. All right, that was a request from Brian. Thank you so much, Brian. That's someone new on my mind. Doing all original songs today on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, which is kind of different for me. So thank you for bearing with me while I get used to having the extra source of input. Thank you so much. Awesome. I love that you're playing along, Brent. That's so great. Kenneth Kenneth. That's funny. Cool. All right, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do, thank you, Tammy. I think I said thank you, Joseph, already for the tip jar love. Really means a lot. Thank you so much. Marlene and Lolly, it's great to have you. Thanks for tuning in. What's going on, everybody? If you're watching on Instagram, it's a little harder to engage the same way because there aren't like easily clickable links and things like that, but I would love to hear your requests. I'm doing all original songs today, so if you have an original song of mine you'd like to hear, please feel free to send it my way. I'd love to do it for you. And I do have links in my bio. There's a whole card with all the links that you might need for the streams. I'm going to be streaming every day for the month of July. I'm kind of doing like legacy style Crooner Coffee Hour, which is my morning show that starting in 2019 I started only doing on Fridays, but in the early days I did do it every day, and every day had a theme. So we're here for Writer Wednesday today. Tomorrow is going to be Throwback Thursday, which I just kind of pick a decade from the 20th century at random and do songs just from that decade, which is pretty fun. So I'm really looking forward to that. All right, let's see. Next request comes from Joseph. This one is a song off of my Halloween album called I Love Your Bones. I don't do this one that often, so hopefully this isn't like a crash and burn situation, but requested by Joseph. Thank you so much, Joseph. All right. Leilani, thank you so much. I think your finger slipped and you put in an extra 0. Thank you so much, Leilani, for the tip jar love. It's really sweet. I so appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. I'm so glad to get to spend this time together with you. I've left the house, I think, once since mid-March, other than like going for daily walks around the neighborhood. And so these streams are really a great touch point for the outside, for me, to the outside world. And I really treasure getting to spend this time with you. So thanks so much for being here and hanging out and listening to some tunes. I hope it provides a nice little soundtrack for you. Thank you so much. All right. I've heard it said the angels blessed my heart and let me sing, but I have a dark and dismal secret, my darling. My voice and I were not the gift of my mother's Christmas wish. The devil cursed me with it in exchange for a kiss upon my lips. So if you wanna be my love, you should know you've got a foe, not one you wanna mess with, so maybe you should let me go. Really, I like you too, but I already gave my soul. Well, maybe more like a soul, you could hold my hand, but it might be quite cold. Honey, do I would gladly follow you until the earth were through, but as it is now, no one could make it out with me and my old man lose. Let's just wait and see, cause one can never know how these things go, and if you love me, I won't mind if you tell me so. Really, no place on or off this earth could do me half as well as my love and evil should the daddy's fires of hell. Without a doubt, I wanna shout out loud that you I truly care, but at the rate you're going, honey bear, I'm only bound to meet you shortly. They'll love your bones, I wouldn't want to swallow them whole, so keep it under control. If the fire fizzes out, I swear you'll be the first to know. Right now I'm his, but maybe someday my heart will again be mine, and then I could give to you, but for now I could be someone worse or his concubine. I know you're putting your heart out on the line. I'd like to keep you alive, mine's not all mine, your love keeps satisfied. Even if mine's not all mine, your love keeps us satisfied. Even if mine's not all mine, your love keeps us satisfied. All right, that was a request from Joseph. That's an original song of mine called I Love Your Bones. I Love Your Bones. I wrote that song in 2009, but I did release it on Alone on Halloween, a Halloween solo acoustic album I released last year. Pardon me. And so that is that. I Love Your Bones. Thank you. Thanks. Is it Gabriella? Great to have you. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I'm just messing with you. Yes, Kenneth, actually, we just did Christmas in June last week. I know Christmas in July, I guess, rolls off the tongue better. Like, more people use that term. I don't really know why, because the halfway point to Christmas is June 25th. So I did Christmas in June last week, where we did Christmas songs on June 25th. That was pretty fun. Let's see. Okay, next request comes from Tammy. I think you're thinking of Please Take Care, Ben, because I think we had this problem once. Please Take Care is kind of like a swing song, that's sort of a love song, and then Take Care of Me is a song about my dog, which I may or may not be able to do, but I could try it if that's really the one you're looking for. But I think you're looking for the other one, in which case I'm so sorry I did that one already, but thank you for asking. Alrighty. Okay, cool. This is a request from Tammy. This is an original song of mine from my first album. Well, I always get my hopes up a palm's length too high. With every step I get closer, I'm still stuck one step behind. 'Cause at least when I'm sleeping I can dream of you keeping me safe. Sorry, I got distracted. I really can't read the comments when I'm doing this, but I always forget. Alright. Well, I always get my hopes up a palm's length too high. With every step I get closer, I'm still stuck one step behind. Yeah, but we're just too good at never getting our timing right. So for right now I have to keep putting my loving on standby. 'Cause as much as you lead, you know that I'll follow. Today you're gonna run and I know that tomorrow you could walk away from me in a second flight. But if I ever left you, I'd always come back. 'Cause I'm that kind of woman, and you're that kind of man. It's a long, lonesome circle of us coming and staying and going our opposite ways. At least the quiet nights are easier than these sunny empty days. 'Cause at least when I'm sleeping I can dream of you keeping me safe. Oh, ever someday so far when I asked you, you'd actually stay. 'Cause as much as you lead, you know that I'll follow. Today you're gonna run and I know that tomorrow you could walk away from me in a second flight. But if I ever left you, I'd always come back. 'Cause I'm that kind of woman, and you're that kind of man. Oh, as much as you lead, you know that I'll follow. And today you'll come running. I know that tomorrow you could walk away from me in a second flight. But if I ever That was a request from Tammy. Thank you so much, Tammy. Brian, thank you so much for the tip jar. Love really means a lot. Great to have you remotely. And Susan, I'm not sure if you're still here, but it's great to have you here. Hope you're doing well. It's so funny. Like, you can really see how sweaty I am on Instagram. It's pretty funny. I'm all shiny. Because it is like really, really, really warm here in Austin, and I live in a tiny, uninsulated house that I rent. That was built in the 30s, so there's not central AC or anything, and my desk is in between like the front door and then two windows, so it's really steamy. Alrighty, that was a request from Tammy. Thank you so much, Tammy. So I'm Lex Land. I'm here doing my typically Facebook show, Crooner Coffee Hour. I've been doing since 2018. It's just kind of a way for me to take your requests, get to know you, play some music for you, and hopefully provide a nice soundtrack for you. I was doing that every day in 2018, and each day kind of had a special theme. It was really cool. I've since started doing that in 2019. I started doing Crooner Coffee Hour only on Fridays, and so I thought it would be fun to do a daily stream in July, sort of legacy style. So, and I'm also including people on Instagram. So we're doing kind of old style Crooner Coffee Hour this month every day on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. So thank you so much. The Facebook is a little more interactive because there's links you can click on, and it's a little easier to see the request list and that kind of thing, but it is all available at the link in my bio if you're watching on Instagram, so feel free to check that out. Thanks, Susan. That's a good idea. Let's see, do I have any other? I know I have at least one more request in here that came in first. I'm so happy that you're here, Ben. No problem at all. Sorry to disappoint. Let's see. Stupid face. Okay, we've got this one that came in from Leilani. All right, this is another song from, that last one is a song from Orange Days on Lemon Street, and this is a song from Where My Sweetheart to Go, my second album that came out in 2011. Let's see, I don't do this one that often, so we'll do my best. What if I were to say that I would wait? Would you say it'd be no use? What if I were to say I spend my days just dreaming about all the plans I never should have made? Just for your stupid face. I miss your stupid face. I miss your stupid face. What if I were to say I was the one who wasn't really good enough? Who would it be to take my place for you? 'Cause these days they aren't the same. Sometimes I miss your stupid face. It's silly, but it's true. I miss your stupid face. 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 What if I were to say that I would wait? Would you say it'd be no use? Alright, that was a request from Leilani. Thank you so much, Leilani. That is an old song of mine from my second album that came out in 2011. That's called Stupid Face. Thank you, Leilani. It was a request from Leilani. Thanks. I'm doing all original songs today. Normally do kind of like a Wild West request hour of basically anything that I know based off my request list. But we're just doing original songs today, so that's an original song of mine. Cool. So we have a request from both Joseph and Susan for another old song of mine called Coulda Had Me. This is on my first album, Orange Days on Lemon Street. Oof. If you wanted me, you could have hit me a long time ago, baby. Easier than you know. You were the sun or the moon pulling the tide. You were the clouds wrapping around my head in the sky, baby. If you wanted me, you could have had me. If you wanted me, you should have seen me. How my knees all sad and crying, oh, but you never cared to look, baby. You were too busy lying. So I promised my love and was answered by an empty room. Now you're returned and begging me to forgive you. Oh, but I'm sorry, babe. You could have had me if you wanted me. If you want me, you could have had me, baby. If you want me, you could have had me, baby. If you wanted me, you could have had me, baby. If you wanted me, you could have had me, baby. If you wanted me, you could have had me, baby. And I want you, baby. You would never me, baby. All right. Micah, great to have you here. Thanks for being here and for tuning in and for the sweet compliment. Really appreciate it. Thank you. That was a request from Susan first on Instagram, and then Joseph. Thank you so much. That's Coulda Had Me. That's an original song of mine from my first album, Orange Days on Lemon Street, which came out in 2008. But I'm pretty sure I wrote that in late 2006. A TV show where I was outside. Watching TV. Yeah, that was one that I had in my, Susan is asking for a song of mine called Nothing Could Surprise Me. So I am going to do that one. I had it in my queue. I usually have a little bit of a set list just in case no requests come in so that I'm not like scrambling trying to figure out what to play on the spot. And this is one of the ones that I put in my bucket. I don't do this one often, but I really like this one. This one's called Nothing Could Surprise Me, and it's actually one of the songs in the free collection. So I know I have a 1 hour limit on Instagram, so hopefully this video might end at some point, and I won't be able to say goodbye, but thanks for watching. I'm not quite ready to wrap up yet on the other platforms, but just as a little reminder, I'm streaming every day this month in July, and I'll be back tomorrow for what I call Throwback Thursday, so I'm going to pick a random decade from the 20th century and do songs all from that decade. I'm really looking forward to that, so hopefully you can tune in with me again then. Awesome. This one's called Nothing Could Surprise Me, and this is included in the free download that I have available, so it's an exclusive song collection. This song was going to be on It Will Reveal Itself, which is an album I've been working on for a long time. I don't know if it's actually going to make the final cut, but I have basically like the album version of it that you can listen to, and that's the only way to do that is by grabbing that at the link in the description of this video. So I'd love to send you that. It also has some other songs that you can't really get in any other way, and that is also available at the link in my bio, those of you who are watching on Instagram. So this is Nothing Could Surprise Me, and this was requested by Susan, who's watching on Instagram. You could take the stars down from the sky, and I wouldn't bat an eye, nor even wonder how. Not much could surprise me now. I've paid my dues and quiet debt, sold my soul to the TV set without wrinkling a brow. Not much could surprise me now. For years I've yearned, for years I've pined, in hope someday you'd turn your face to mine. And because there's nothing you can't do, pull me softly into you. If I kiss your lips to mine could lend, and if I close my eyes and count to 10, and you're still there when I open them again, well, nothing could surprise me then. For years I've yearned, for years I've pined, in hope someday you'd turn your face to mine. And because there's nothing you can do, pull me softly into you. So if I kiss your lips to mine could lend, and if I close my eyes and count to 10, and you're still there when I open them again, well, nothing could surprise me then. No, nothing could surprise me then. No, nothing could surprise me then. All right, that that was a request from Susan. Thanks so much, Susan, for Nothing Could Surprise Me. Thanks, everybody. That's, again, an original song of mine. I'm doing all original songs today for Writer Wednesday. Very cool. Let's see. What do I got here in the queue? Still don't know how to get that in the queue. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Still don't know how to get what in there. Be a vinyl LP. I would love to make a vinyl LP, except that it costs like thousands of dollars just to do a basic print. So, I don't see that happening anytime soon. I would love to. I don't have the scratch for it. So, so I would like to. I would like to do it for. It'd be cool to maybe do something for Alone for a While is the next Alone that I've been working on. I pretty much had it all recorded in May. I just need to finish editing it and mixing it and that kind of thing. I had some other more pressing deadlines and projects that I needed to work on this past month, and now we're doing Daily Dose July and 7 Songs in 7 Days in June, so I'm not going to be able to do it this month. So I think we'll do some kind of launch for that in August, which I'm looking forward to. I don't know if I will magically be able to come up with the amount I would need to do vinyl, but I'd love to do vinyl at some point. I'm totally indie, so yeah, everything it's all like it comes in and then it goes somewhere, and so without a big lump sum, it will be hard to press vinyl. My pleasure, Susan. Is it Luli? Great to have you. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. Next request comes from Leilani. So this is actually a One Big Dark Room song. I have a side project called One Big Dark Room, and this is a song from that project. I never ever play this one, so we'll see how this goes. It's definitely going to be a little bit of a pop quiz, so I'll give it my best try. Okay. How are y'all doing? What's going on? How have your week's been going? It's Wednesday, which is great. I just finished a Whole30. I've done many Whole30s, and it was time. My fiance and I still hadn't quite recovered from the holidays, and then when we were home alone, sequestered for several weeks before he got another job, and so yeah, we just finished a Whole30. So I will happily be able to put cream in my coffee again sometime soon. All right, let's see. Here we go. Never Fell in Love. This is a request from Leilani, and this is a One Big Dark Room song, which is a side project I have. All right. Let's see. Give it my best try. Okay.
Was I such a fool for you? The limit no less than the sky. You'd say jump, I'd ask how high. Oh yes, but that was before. I hardly ever see you anymore. When I do, I can't quite place the sad look that comes across your face. Could it be that finally you realize you missed your opportunity? I'm glad you never fell in love with me, 'cause if you had, I would've stuck with you, man. I'm glad you never took the time to see all we could be. I'm glad you never fell in love with me. I'm here. Thought you could make me disappear, but every time you close your eyes, I'm still taking you by surprise. Yet I am free, pals with Lady Liberty, moving up and moving on. The dreams I had once now long gone. Could it be that finally you've realized you missed your opportunity? I'm glad you never fell in love with me, 'cause if you had, I would have been stuck with you, man. I'm glad you never took the time to see all we could be.
right. We just hit the limit for Instagram, so that's why I had to say peace out. That is a request from Leilani. That's an original song of mine that belongs to my side project, One Big Dark Room. And that was a request from her. I don't ever do that one, so I need to review that one for sure. Let's see. I guess we'll just go ahead and do. It's awesome. The thumbnail on this is like, it's really hilarious. Okay, you can quit now. I don't know what's happening there. All right. Cool. Finally done with that. That was like a lot of pressure. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Keep mentioning songs in the queue, but it's a mystery how songs get in there. Oh, yeah, the queue for me is just if you put your song request in the comments, I am able to review them. So if there's, I mean, I think you know how it works, so I guess you're messing with me, but I don't really, and anyway, it's Q as in Q. Yeah, so not shortened, it's Q. Cool, let's see. Thank you, Cheryl, for helping explain. You are not difficult, Leilani. That's funny. Cool. Awesome. I think I'm caught up on requests. So thanks everyone. Let's see. Gonna do maybe just a few more and then say sayonara. Let's see. What do I want to do? Let's see. What do we most want to do? I'll do one more and then perhaps we'll do kind of a last call for requests during this next song. So if you have an original song of mine that you'd like to hear, feel free to drop it into the comment box here so that I can do it for you before we sign off. Otherwise, I'll just play a few more for you and head out. Again, I'm Lex Land. I'm a songwriter and jazz vocalist, primarily living in Austin, Texas. And I'm here typically on Friday mornings. However, I'm doing this marathon type thing where we're going to stream every day in July. I have some fun things planned. Brian and Kenneth, thank you so much for the tip jar love. It really means a lot to me. Thank you for that. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. We're going to do some songs from some decade. I haven't decided yet. And that's going to be really fun. I like to do those. Okay, cool. Let's see. I'm going to do this one for you. This is an original song of mine.
I miss the way it used to be. So short, the sun's time shining, but the enchanted night so long. How we'd play like it was meant to be. Almost always falling in the key to make a lovely song. Oh, what magic we might have made had we never strayed. Such sweet sounds that still ring out. I can't keep them at bay. What a thing. I must say it truly was a sight. How could what once was so right go so wrong? Oh, but still I love to say what fun we had way back in the day. Way back when it was the way it used to be. Oh, what magic we might have made had we never strayed. Such sweet sounds it's stirring out. I can't keep them at bay. What a thing. I must say it truly was a sight. How could what once was so right go so wrong? Oh, but still I love to say what fun we had way back in the day. Way back when. Not now, but then, dear old friend. Could we try again? Make it the way it used to be.
All right. Q is a letter Q with 4 silent vowels. What does that? Oh, yeah, I've been thinking. I know I have a few patrons. Let's see, Leilani, Joseph, Kenneth. You're all patrons. Who else do we got here? I'm not sure who all is watching. I might, if I'm missing anyone, just remind me. But yeah, I've been thinking about, upgrading, just sprucing up the place over at Patreon, since we're going to do a pledge drive this month. I really just do one pledge drive a year. I don't really push it hard the rest of the year. And so this is the time of year that I'm doing that, kind of just grow some awareness and stuff, basically. If you're not sure what Patreon is yet, it's kind of like a Kickstarter or a pledge music, that type of thing, except it's an ongoing subscription. So if you're familiar with my music, you may know I haven't put out like real studio albums in about a decade. I do have some solo acoustic albums that I've been working myself, but I do create and release exclusively singles every month for my patrons over at Patreon. So in the early days, I used to write a song every week. So there's basically since 2016, like everything new I've written since 2016 is there, and it takes like less than 5 minutes to sign up for it. You can try it at the $1 tier and get access to like basically hours and hours of exclusive music, if you're interested in that, and it supports me at the same time. Even the $1 tier is really helpful. It sort of creates what we call social proof, so it just, if people land on the page, they see that I have a lot of patrons, and that really helps. So even if you would like to check it out but don't want to make a big commitment, the $1 really makes a big difference for me, if you're interested, and you get tons of stuff in exchange. So I'd love to have you over there if you're interested. And I am considering some ways to make it even more fun. I do release a lot of content there, but I am thinking of some more ways that we could enjoy one another over there, like maybe some exclusive streams once a month, like that kind of thing. So let me know. Patreon also just implemented this thing where I can create some exclusive merchandise that they'll kind of put together and ship to you, for patrons that subscribe at whatever designated tier for that item for more than 3 months, or for at least 3 months, which is cool. I just feel like that's kind of a mouthful to explain to people, so I'm kind of not sure if I want to try that or not, but it does sound like a cool thing and it would be fun. Anyways, okay, cool. I don't see any other requests that have come in, so I'm going to just go ahead and do a couple more for you. Or rather, I'll just do this last one. This is a song that I released to my patrons a couple months ago, last month. I don't know, the days are all just blending together now. But this one's called Just a Dreamer, and I thought this might be a nice one to send you off with, wherever you are, physically, emotionally, mentally, or whatever. It's okay to just like give ourselves a little bit of a break. We're doing fine. And so this is just my way of saying thank you, and I see you, and I know we're all going through stuff right now, and I appreciate the time that you're sharing with me. And so this is just my way of sending you a little bit of love. Just a Dreamer.
Have you ever been a casualty of some sad miscommunication? That no matter how you try to rectify, there'd be no reconciliation. So you think it was not meant to be, and try to press on despite. Neither sorry nor hopeful, neither proud nor contrite, for none of those suit just that heartbreak quite right. Maybe you are just a bit flighty, maybe you are just a bit vain, and maybe you're more than what a few simple words could ever attempt to explain. Maybe you've got eyes that are too full of stars, you're one who always shoots for the moon. Maybe you're just a dreamer, and dreamers can do just fine too. Maybe you are used to always taking the hit, or maybe you've thrown a few, and maybe you wish you could try it again, start over and make it anew. you just wanna make a special connection, but don't know how to follow through. Maybe you're just a dreamer, and maybe that is alright too. Sometimes you get lost in thought and you drift. Sometimes to fit in you can overcommit. Sometimes a memory catches you on its corner and you try your best to free yourself from it. Sometimes you say things that you wish you'd thought through and do things you wish you could go back and undo. But shouldn't it be the love that you gave, which is the thing that's remembered of you? Maybe you are a bit of a genius. Maybe you're heavy with doubt. Maybe you've got a mind full of ideas, but not enough life left to carry them out. Maybe you were just a bit unrefined, but you've learned a thing or two. Maybe you're just a dreamer, but dreamers can do just fine too. Go on and do, go on and do. You dreamer, as dreamers do. Go on and do, you dreamer, you.
Thanks everyone so much for hanging out with me on this first for this first day here for July, my July daily dose. I'm going to be doing Crooner Coffee Hour every day. So long as I'm standing and conscious, I will do my best to do it every single day. And all of those days will be themed like we used to do in the early days of Crooner Coffee Hour. So back in 2018, all the days were themed, and so we're going to do that. So this concludes the first Writer Wednesday of Crooner Coffee Hour for July Daily Dose. Thanks for hanging out and tuning in with me. If you happen to be first time, welcome, and thank you so much for watching and hanging out with us today. I have links in the description of this video for you to check out. There's a way to get some music from me for free. I have a virtual tip jar down below and in the description of this video if you're the type of person that might throw some change into someone's guitar case on the street. That's my digital version, and it just kind of helps me keep on keeping on doing this music thing, particularly since I can't go out and gig in real life, in the real world. So your support in general, any kind of support, really means a lot, and I'm just so happy that we got to spend time together today. Looking forward to catching you again tomorrow morning for Throwback Thursday, where I'm going to decide at random a decade from the 20th century that we will do all the songs from that I can do, and I'm looking forward to catching you again then. Thank you so much. I really appreciate spending this time with you, and I hope you have a lovely day. Thanks, and have a good one.